So we're kind of taking a little bit of a step back here, where we are going a little bit back in time. So from last session, I had you all kind of do some new typing, update your character sheets. So today is going to kind of be going back, talking about what you all did right after the heist, kind of talking through like getting your implants if you're going to have new implants, and we'll kind of be following each of you along the way, leading into the main story. So, let's first of all start off with Chris. You are inside the train. The train has not stopped. You just, you all defeated, all of the goons and the gang members here. And Chris, you are at the controls of the train. What are you gonna do? It is running full speed ahead. And actually, can you roll me a perception check here?
Yeah. Sorry. Trying to do this on my phone.
What happened to the dice I gave you?
Okay, fine. I'll get them out of their box.
You should just like say a number at random, 1 through 8.
I mean, please actually roll.
It's weird that you just keep getting 8s.
God, that's
Always.
crazy. It's just constant 8s.
Is that human perception? I'm sorry.
Oh
no, I got it. Sorry. 21.
21. Holy shit. So,
He sees
Popov,
God.
you see in front of you, some vehicles. You kind of make them out as almost military, but you're not entirely sure. You can definitely tell they are armored. And they are in the tracks, and you are fast approaching them.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Well, I think the key here would be to get the train stopped. So, I think I'd like to grab what I assume would be the brake.
Yeah.
Probably throttle down and then apply those brakes.
All right. Can you roll, if I remember exactly what it is, can you roll drive land vehicle for me?
Yes. Drive land vehicle. The 21.
Jesus, man. You're fucking rolling insane today. And I, of course, can't find my dice, which is great. Oh, literally on my desk with models on top. So yeah, you grab a hold of the controls. This is a futuristic train, so it's basically a couple of levers. Mainly screens. You grab them. They definitely feel a little bit cold to the touch because this train has been kind of driving itself, and you find um, the throttle, and you start slowing the train down. And while you're slowing it down, you also apply the brakes, and you very successfully manage to slow the train down just in time before it hits the cars.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys successfully managed to stop the train. You sit there for a moment, stopped and kind of resting, and you hear a knock on the side of the train door. What are you guys gonna do?
Mr. C will try to speak through the door.
Rick's
Yes.
ready his gun.
Yes. Hello.
yeah, you don't hear anything. This is a pretty thick armored door. Roll. You don't hear anything come through, and you're not sure if they heard you.
Hmm. Is there any visibility out?
You can see the vehicles in front. Otherwise, you can't see who is at the door.
So, these are like, you said that they were like army vehicles.
They look armored, like not
Oh,
necessarily
okay.
army, but
Got
like,
it.
it's not just like somebody's run of the mill, like everyday, like, oh, I'm driving to work car.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Guys, I don't think we should open that door. I think we should hightail it away to the back end of this train and pray to God they do not see us, because we've effectively stolen from this train either their authorities or people who will also try to shoot us.
Thinking about it, why did we stop?
Well,
We're
we
in a
don't want to
train.
murder.
Well,
But
we could just
well,
plow right through them. We're on a fucking train.
you know that we could have been deplaned,
Derailed.
derailed. Thank you. Fuck. Either
Miss
way,
you,
I do not think we should open this door. We should leave.
Mr.
I agree.
Derail a hover train.
Mr. C,
Hmm.
you start receiving a call, and it is from none other than. Give me 1 second. Shit.
Mr.
One.
Hornet or whatever his name was.
Not gonna answer that.
Sorry.
Give me a sec. From none other than
Oh my God.
Mr. Hornet. Zane, are you gonna answer?
That's what he fucking looks like.
God, what a tool.
God, I want to fuck him. Yeah. Hello.
Mr. C, I see you have completed the job that I have given you. If you would
Yes.
be so inclined, please may you open the door.
Okay.
Who's on the phone?
It's
Put it on speaker.
Mr.
And
Hornet.
he hangs up.
Oh.
Okay, well, I can't put it on speaker anymore because he's hung up on me, which was very rude. But it was Mr. Hornet. He said to open the door.
Okay, well then yeah, I guess open the door.
Yeah, that's how we get paid.
Yeah.
Like
You
money, please.
you open up the door and you see in the flesh Mr. Hornet, bringing him back.
Oh yeah.
Ooh la la.
He is wearing he has one false eye or cybernetic eye. There are some cybernetics along his neck. You can't get a great sense of kind of what he has installed because he is wearing a pretty nice suit. He's a fixer, and he's a very well-known fixer. Also older gentleman. And you also get this whiff of like cologne. Like, it's not cheap cologne, but it's not expensive, and it's just like a little overpowering.
Ricard Noir, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And he's like, you see also behind him, just a couple of armed bodyguards. Kind of, you're expecting almost something like they're here to help clean up the train and finally transport all the goods to where they're needed. Thank you all so much for the help on this job. We'll be taking it from here. I have provided transportation back to the city for you all. There's a couple of cars here, and just let them know where you would like to go. I will have your eddies in a moment, but in the meantime, thank you, and I will be in contact if I need anything else.
Okay.
What do honestly, I typically have control issues when it comes to this. Is there any way I could drive one of the cars back? If I could be the driver for the car.
You will have to talk to the actual driver of the car
Okay,
about that.
I can do. Yeah,
I'm
sure.
not sure our insurance covers them.
Nah,
but
they'll get me.
if you say so. So, what are you guys doing? Going to the car?
Yeah, I get into the passenger seat of the car and I tell him drop me off in the university district. I shake the hand of the driver and I say let's fucking go.
So you're getting in solo and just leaving everybody else?
I mean, yeah.
There's only two
We're not
cars.
friends yet.
There's
Oh,
only-
sorry.
there's
I thought
only
it was like
It's
one
not one
per.
each. There's two cars.
All right, guys, come on, get in. Shotgun.
I assume you're in the shotgun seat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rick will hop in the back behind. And
Oh, yeah,
I-
party car.
Yeah. Let's go. Well, we're going to the same place. It seems economical.
Yeah, well, yeah. Either of you two hopping in our car?
I'm gonna go up to the other car and tap on the window and chat with the driver.
Okay.
All right.
Freak, I
while
mean,
that's
Mr.
happening,
C?
I'm gonna get in the back
Well,
seat.
wait. Let's.
Okay.
I want to have this little conversation here first.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
All right. Popov.
Uh,
So you tap on the window, right?
tap on the window. Yep.
The driver rolls down the window, and he's a gruff man. Basically, it's a mercenary, right? Like, wearing. I would say a mix between a mercenary and a nomad. So wearing, leather jacket. You see a little bit of body armor beneath it. Looks like a good driver. You don't know exactly, but he seems to give off the feeling of like, oh, this guy knows his shit. And he says, "What can I help you with?"
Sorry, this is a little odd. So I don't like when other people drive me. Do you want just 20, 30 minutes off? I'll just handle the driving. You can chill in the back, and then we just swap once we get there. My, what
Ooh.
gorgeous eyes you have.
Oh, I mean, thank you. What color are they?
They're blue.
Oh, I mean, my mom always said I had brown eyes, but I guess they're blue. Well, look, man, this is my baby right here. I'm not really too sure.
Sure, makes sense.
And I'm not
Let
sure
me-
if my
let me
insurance
feel
can cover
that-
this.
Let me feel that handshake of yours.
He sticks his hand out.
Yeah, I grab his hand. Quite
Wow, you
solidly.
have really just soft hands.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I moisturize. Vaseline.
What? Oh, I was about to say, what product do you? I mean, I haven't heard of Vaseline being like a good moisturizer for hands before, but.
Oh, you use it to lock in the moisture.
Okay. What moisturizer do you do?
It's also Vaseline, but it's a Vaseline brand of moisturizer.
Oh,
48
it's a
hour.
Vaseline. Okay, 48.
Yeah.
Is it like fast acting?
No, 48 hours.
Oh.
It's over a period of time.
Oh,
Yep.
it takes him 48
That's-
hours to lock it in.
It just means it lasts for that long.
Oh, okay. Please.
What kind of handshake do I feel?
I mean, what kind of handshake are you going for? He sticks his hand out, like, do you just grab it?
I'm just checking to make sure I trust him.
I mean, okay, roll for me. I mean, roll a perception check here.
19.
19. Actually, sorry. Human perception, because this is a human you're talking to.
14.
14. Ooh, nice. He I mean, look, he's been hired by the Hornet. You get the sense that look, this is his car. you get the sense
Mhm.
that he's a pretty trustworthy guy, right? Like, he's as a fellow nomad, you can understand like this guy is also like a good driver and will do a good job driving you to where you need to go.
Sounds good. I appreciate you doing what you're doing, and then I yell out to everyone else, like these guys are good. We'll be all right. We should make it there just fine. And then I get in the back with Mr. C.
Nice. So we got Vrick and Amadeus in one car, Popov and Mr. C in the other. So Amadeus and Vrick, where are you two going?
The University District, please.
University District? Amazing. And we will follow you two first, and then we'll come back to Mr. C and Popov. You two leave and head into Night City proper. Now, all of you know Night City well, and it is a rough and tumble place. As you kind of enter into the city, you leave the desert behind, and you enter glimmering lights. University District, if I remember correctly. Could you actually...
West Side.
West Side. Can one of you do me a favor? One of you two, and describe to me where in the University District you're going.
You want to go first, Amadeus?
Yeah. Well, so, while we're on our drive down over, I'm asking, I'm a social kind of guy, right? And so I'm asking the driver where he's from, and we're kind of chit-chatting, talking the shit, whatever. And I'm explaining how I have an apartment actually just right on the border between the University District and South Night City, because University District's just so. I mean, the prices are crazy right now, so I'm not getting an apartment there. I don't really like the vibe. It's a bit too just like hoity-toity. But the clientele I enjoy having nearby, like people like Vrick over here. Um, but so yeah, I asked him to just drop me off kind of around the University District here, so I can do some last minute hustling before I go home.
As you're talking, he starts listening at first. Basically, as soon as you tell him like the address, he kind of starts to tune out.
Oh yeah.
Not paying too much attention there. And you see his eyes light up, and when I say that, in this world, when you get a call, it's kind of on this like heads up display, almost like implanted into your eyes, and so his eyes light up, and you can see he's getting a call, and you kind of hear him going under his breath. Both of you roll me human perception real quick.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Deus didn't fucking see shit.
What
Got
did
a
you
7.
see? Okay, 7. And
I got a 13.
13. Ooh. What languages do you two speak?
Polish, English.
Polish, English, and
Brick.
Vrick.
Yeah. I speak. Where on the sheet does it say that?
Second page,
Second page. Okay.
I think. Oh no, sorry, it's first page, second column.
Thank you.
And then it would have, it's underneath education skills. You might not have it listed directly there.
I have street slang and English.
Oh yeah,
and
it's street slang,
English.
right.
You hear him
Important.
speaking in a language which you're familiar with and not.
Like we've heard
Sorry.
before, but we don't know it.
Yeah.
Got it.
What? Sorry. What did you roll again, both of you?
Yeah,
I rolled a
13.
7.
7 and 13.
Yeah.
Vrick. You do make out one thing, and you hear what sounds like Aria, but you're not entirely sure about that, but you know it sounds similar to that.
Alright. Rick's just been like journaling this whole time, writing his new piece, and so he just puts that, he like notes that in his margins to come back to.
Both of you. I want you all to roll for me a normal perception check.
Jesus, fuck me in the mouth.
I don't think Jesus is gonna do that for you. That's not really his bag, man.
You don't know. Oh, also, I would have gotten an 11 now that I realize, but it doesn't matter because I rolled
Yeah, you still
dog
wouldn't
shit
have.
anyway.
You still wouldn't have passed.
Yeah. 7.
I got
7.
15.
15. Again, Vrick, you look up right as you see a missile heading straight towards the car.
Oh shit.
Right as it's about to hit, the driver swerves out of the way and is like, "Oh fuck," and just starts booking it. You two are being chased through the streets of Night City, and you don't know who is chasing you down or why. What are you guys gonna do?
Alright, I'm gonna pull up my. Can we see them? Who launched the missile? The car? Or
I mean,
what?
look, unless
Or-
you actually lean out of the windows of the car, no, you can't.
Okay.
Basically, the way this car is structured is it's almost like a pickup truck with a bed cover over it. Except, Chris, what's the bed cover that like is a little bit higher and almost as tall as like a cabin? You had it on your old, I think it was Toyota
Called a canopy.
canopy. You have a canopy on it.
Mhm.
And except you can't see through the back window. It's covered, so it's like an fully enclosed canopy. You can't see into it, can't see out of it.
Got it.
And it's only really the side windows.
Okay.
Okay.
And so we're in proper Night City at this point.
You are in Night City, going through the streets.
Okay.
Alright, I am going to pull up my breathing mask and
I'm gonna throw this out here real quick. Any of the implants and stuff I told you guys to bring and build out do not apply right now, and it is
yeah,
basically
this is something I already had.
yeah, just letting you know, because we have not
Okay.
gotten there yet.
For sure.
I bought
Thank you.
this for my grenade launcher, so thank you me. Okay, I'm gonna pull up my breathing mask and fix my mirror shades, and then I am going to roll down the window and try and peek my head out just enough to see what kind of thing is following us.
Do a yeah, I mean,
Oh, I'm also gonna pull up my hood so they can't see my techno hair, because that seems smart.
do a streetwise check.
Alright. I got a 15.
15. That's not. The cars are. When I say like these cars were military, you can tell that like the cars coming after you are similar-ish to them. I mean, you're not. Look, you're a rock. You're the people's poet. You're not that well versed in all the different kinds of cars. You don't see any obvious symbols on them, but it is not looking great.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Amadeus then, while I'm just watching, like, armored vehicle, can't tell who it is or what's in it, but they're armored and they're chasing us.
Got it. Thank you. Okay. I turn to our driver. Are these friends of yours?
These guys, fuck, what voice do I want to use? These guys ain't no friends of mine. Jesus fucking Christ, these streets are so tight. He turns a corner and, Rick, you go flying into, Deus, please.
How?
Roll for me a athletics check.
Okay.
No, Deus, not you. Rick, roll an athletics check. Also, real quick, Amadeus, are you wearing a seatbelt?
Of course. I'm a
Okay.
fucking med tech.
Good. Wanted to check.
Safety first.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Rick, you manage to like kind of grab a hold something as you like kind of, you fall into Deus, but you're not like slamming into them. Yeah, you keep going. What are you all gonna do next?
Jesus, fuck. We need to like get off the road somehow. I tell the driver, find some place where we can get off the road. I don't give a shit where. I'm not gonna fight an armored vehicle. There's no way. Go either back to your home base or find a place to stop. Preferably a building, not in the middle of any, like, out in the open.
Right as you say that, you hear this you hear what a bullet or a gunshot, and you feel one of the tires give out. As
Yep.
that happens, the car runs in, swerves out of control, runs into another car, and completely flips over. Deus, Vrick, you two are completely knocked out. Vrick, unfortunately, you are not wearing a seatbelt. This is not great for you. What is the
Just
current
like
amount of...
taking the top off and had the bottom on when I looked out, like a kid.
It's not like that.
Damn it.
How many hit points do you currently have?
I currently have
Well, yeah. Also, I
40.
still only... 40? Okay. Also, I think I only have your old character sheet. I don't have your new one.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think Vrick really got hit at all last game.
No.
No,
Vrick
I
was
didn't.
really far away from the action.
You...
I don't know what happened, but the one that I sent you, even though it was a new upload, it doesn't have my updated inventory and
Yeah,
stuff.
we can just go through that and do that later. Yeah, that's not great. You are at 20 hit points now. You're
Oh my
seriously
God.
wounded.
Seriously wounded, fuck.
And
Hey, good thing you're in my car though.
Yeah, seriously.
even though you're asleep because you're knocked out, you're you have a broken arm right now.
Damn.
All right. We're going to pause there with you two, and let's go off to Mr. C and Popov. Where are you two going? What's happening with you two?
Mr. C, are you trying to go home or where are you headed?
We can just head to...
Keep in mind, Mr. C, you are still quite injured from last time.
Yeah.
So true.
We can just head to...
I live in New Westbrook, but I really don't care where
Perfect.
we're headed right now.
Let's go there.
Okay. Let's head there. I think I live there. I can't. Is there somewhere on our sheet that says it?
I
That
think
would have
that's
been for you.
true that you were at 42069 in New Westbrook.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Um,
I don't think
okay.
it says.
Let's see, one sec. So are both of you going to New Westbrook?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
You've been to my house, Mr. C, haven't you? You've knocked at my door?
Yes. The one with the lock.
The lock. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Driver, you don't mind. You have a pressure washer or something? There's going to be a lot of blood on your seats.
I mean, I don't mind, man, but like, I think you should go to a hospital.
Nah.
Nah. Oh,
As
okay.
long as you're fine with the leather being stained a little bit.
I've got a.
Driver, how far can we go? Like, how long do we have you for?
I mean, like, I'm told to drop you off, and that's about it.
Okay, but what if I said, like, okay, go to the west side, and then once we got over there, I was like, okay, actually, we need to go to the east side, and we just did that for a while.
I would say no. Like, the moment you just had me going back and forth, I'd just fucking kick you out. Like, I'm paid to drop you off wherever you need to go, not to go from one place to another. You get like 2 stops.
Mr.
Two
C,
options.
I've got
There's 2
just a
people in
hint
this
of
car.
I've got just a hint of first aid experience. Maybe we could go back to my place and I could button you up with just a little bit.
Please, I don't do well with flirtation.
So remind me, you're going to where again?
New Westbrook,
New Westbrook.
I believe, is
Okay.
where I live. Yep, 42069 New Westbrook.
Okay. So the driver takes you. You know, it is a relatively calm drive. You know, it's just driving in. Definitely some bleeding out over the seats. Mr. C, you're even more pale than you normally are. You're not having a great time. And eventually pull up in front of Popov's apartment. Popov, please describe what your apartment looks like. Like the front of it, or even the inside.
It's very basic on the outside. It's a. Is it a home? I think it's a home.
Can you
A
describe?
brownstone.
It's a very small. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. I've got a 7-car garage out back, but I've got about a 500 square foot home. On the front of it, it's just a door on the face of a home. Maybe 1920s era architecture, I would say.
Okay. Can you kind of describe to me what the inside looks like as well?
Yeah, inside it's similar. Back in the day, people used to build all these little homes, little ADUs. It's like that. It's just you walk in and it's just a living room with a couch, and then straight back you see a kitchen, and then it's just got a lofted space where my bed is, and there's a little bathroom off to the left of the kitchen. That's about it. I'm a simple man. Besides the garage, that's not simple.
You want me to like draw
Would
this
you
out
like me to
further?
expand or?
No, that's good.
Ye-
Sorry. So the driver pulls up and says, "All right, first stop. What are you guys gonna do?"
I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you, driver, and I'm gonna toss him some coinage.
Um,
Can I give him any money?
there's no physical money in this world, so you'd have to zip him some eddies.
That'd be great. How about
That's up to you. How much?
20 eddies?
All right. Subtract 20 eddies from your.
Perfect.
And thank you very much. you bleeding man, are you staying or getting out?
Oh yes. I'll get out. Sorry, I didn't realize we'd stopped. Yeah.
Both of you, I assume, are getting out of the car?
Yep.
You exit the car, again, as Popov described, it is, a brownstone style, or not, 1920 style building. It's
got like a 1612 pitch roof.
You two walk up the front steps, again, completely uneventful. And I'm assuming you go inside, right?
Mr. C, please step inside. Have a seat on the couch. I don't care about the blood or anything. I've been looking for a reason to get a new one.
Okay.
Have a seat. I'm gonna go grab some first aid supplies. I have some in my restroom here.
Okay.
Mr. C, you I assume you're sitting down on the
Perfect.
I assume you
That's great.
sit down on the couch and maybe bleed a little bit over it.
Mm-hmm.
You do manage
My
to
RH cloud couch.
Yeah, you do manage to stay awake. You see on the news actually that you hear about there's the news playing here faintly in the background.
Is the washing machine also a stove?
You have two washer dryer stovetop things. Shit.
Not gonna say
Fuck.
which thing created this, but
I have a good idea.
um,
Tiny homes like that before, yeah.
Yeah, with the washer dryer
Hey,
stove.
guys,
Look how
look.
disgusting that TV screen is.
Look, it is the future. Some things are unknowable in this reality.
It's true. It's true. Shit.
Shit.
Oh god.
You hear a news anchor say, "Today, a train was robbed. On it, some very valuable goods were taken away. There were actually 2 robberies, as we were told. First, by some really nasty gang members. Anyone remember what the gang was called?
They were like the red what were they? They were like the red
I could look it
crawlers
up.
or something.
Yeah, we'll go with that. What? Oh.
Red dog rockets.
It was
They
yeah.
was robbed by the Red Gang, and then it was robbed again. We do not know what was on the train, but we are told that 5 pieces of cyberware has gone
I'm gonna
missing.
turn the TV off.
Yeah, the TV's off. And at this
Ah,
point,
that's much better.
Popov comes back into the room, having found what he needs to find.
I want to
Mr.
just remind everyone, Mr. C's injuries cannot be fixed by
Let me try to
flashlight.
patch this up.
Okay.
Can I be reminded of what his injuries are?
Bad. He's stable, but they're
Mr. C,
bad.
what
I don't
injuries?
even remember.
I think I rolled for it. I can't even. I'd have to re-roll. Jesus.
You get like impaled or something?
It
No,
was
I think it was
seriously
like a
It's like all the
concussion
grenades.
thing.
Oh, and
Let me
then
Uh,
So I
After
remember-
Brick threw a grenade at him.
do you
Yeah.
remember where the injury table is? Oh, critical injuries to the body. Here we go.
Yeah.
D12? Question mark.
I'm pretty sure you gave him the foreign object or something like that. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'll give him a foreign object.
Hell yeah.
That's 9. You have
I did
like
stabilize him though, so he is stabilized.
yeah, that would be.
I feel like
I
you
wanna
might have
s- I
done
thought-
collapsed lung, but I don't remember.
Oh, I think it was a collapse.
No, I thought.
You're right, it was because
I've got a couple of aspirin that should deal with that.
Or was it
the
a broken
injury
leg?
of
It wasn't a broken leg. I thought it was a
Oh.
concussion.
No, it wasn't to the head.
Well, you did pass out, but it was something because I remember this the death save penalty being increased by 1.
Yeah.
That is, I remember that being a like a big issue,
Or was
and
it
you
whiplash?
definitely did not have a
It's not
dismembered
whiplash.
hand.
Yeah, we'll go with collapsed lung.
Okay.
I mean, you're stable, but like, you know, you have a
It's a
-2 to
stable
move.
collapse log.
Yeah, you have a -2 to move, and your base death save
Does
penalty is
he
increased
does
by
he
1.
have any open wounds or a flail chest, perhaps?
I mean, he definitely has some open wounds, but like those have been kind of already patched up
Is it a
by.
sucking open wound?
No,
Does he have a tension pneumothorax?
all of his like actual like open wounds have been patched. Again, he is stable, but not great.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out. First of all, let's get the bleeding handled, Mr. C. Let's stop this blood, okay? Yeah,
Okay.
that's like the 5th most important thing, but it's about all I can do. So I just want
It's
to
okay. In 4 weeks, he'll get to see a real med tech who will fix a lot of his problems.
Well, I didn't decide to get inside your car, so. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna make sure that there's not a sucking chest wound of any sort causing the lung collapse. Maybe stabilize any broken ribs that might have caused a lung puncture.
I think I just need to walk it off.
Some paradoxal motion could be going on here, so I'd probably try to bandage that off. And then
Yeah, I'll
just
probably just
general gauze with wrapping around any open bleeding wounds,
Hey, I'm gonna
abrasions,
go
lacerations,
just walk it off
avulsions.
Okay.
Are you reading like the Mayo Clinic or something? What are you?
No, sorry, I've been studying for my test a lot, so I just got
Got
it all fresh in my mind.
Yeah,
You
I'm just
should've-
gonna go walk it off. Thank you for the couch.
All right. You don't want just a little band-aid, or maybe
No,
I've got some
that's okay.
arrhythmus. I got,
You
aspirin.
seem
I got...
a little too into it, to be honest. So
Let's
I
go
think
ahead and get those pants off.
Yeah, let's put a rain check on that one. I'm gonna get out of here.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Mr. C, you leave, and both for Mr. C and Popov, when we come back to you two, I want you to tell me kind of what we'll kind of follow you along your story and evening of whatever you want to get installed, fixed, anything else like that fun kind of thing. And we'll resolve basically what you did after the heist. Moving back to Vrick and Deus. Deus, you start to wake up. Weirdly, you're not in the car anymore. You kind of you're outside. You feel all right. I mean, as all right for someone who was in an accident and
Yeah.
was in a car, but you're wearing your seatbelt as a responsible member of society. And you're okay, but like you don't know why you're not in the car. You do see the car in front of you, and mysteriously, both Vrick and the driver are nowhere to be seen.
Oh boy.
You also notice as kind of haze wears off of waking up. The back of the truck and car is also open. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So I'm like prone on the ground.
You're like
Or, like-
propped up against like a wall.
Got it. Okay, cool. I do a quick like scan just to make sure, like see if there's, I don't know, fucking people around me or whatever. And then I start to slowly just kind of get up, making sure that nothing feels like broken or weird. kind of do the classic, like, push the dust off the pants, you know, the classic
Yeah.
move. And I go to the car to see if Rick or Driver are in there still, and I just can't see them. And then if they're not in the cabin, I go back to the backside of the truck to look into the open thing.
Yeah, you go in and you're not really seeing either of them.
Oh fuck,
In the
is what I say.
in the car, can you, when you look in the cabin, can you roll me a perception check here?
All right, let's pray to God. Okay, I made a this is just a regular perception check, not a human
Regular
one.
perception check.
Excellent. I got a 11.
Um, look, you look in and it looks like the car has been searched through.
Mhm.
You don't really get much more than that when you look in
Okay.
the cabin.
I remember that I got Rick's phone number, and so I try calling Rick while I continue, like, while I'm walking over to the backside of it.
Okay, we're gonna pause there. Rick, coming to you. You actually awaken first.
Oh,
You
very Pulp Fiction-y.
don't, you see, you see Deus there, in their seat, hanging upside down. You are on your back on the roof of the car, and you notice that the driver is missing. You see the same thing inside, and it looks ransacked, and you are groaning. This is not comfortable, obviously. You have a broken arm. What are you gonna do?
Well, being the rocker boy I am, I always have a change of outfit just in case. So I'm gonna pull out my spare shirt and make myself a makeshift sling, just so it's not flopping around and being gross. The arm. Which arm is it?
It would be
You should've just picked
which
one.
which side of the car were you sitting on?
Oh.
I assumed I was on the left.
It would be your right arm then.
Okay. So
are you right or left-handed?
Yeah, my Rick is left-handed. I totally came up with that before and not just right now.
All right, we'll roll with it, and I'm gonna hold you to this.
Yeah,
Write that
I
down
know.
on your
I'm writing
character
it down
sheet.
right now. Left arm. Left-handed.
Okay. Roll a first aid tech.
Okay.
First aid skill to do this.
That's 9. 15.
15. You've watched a couple of videos by this point, and you kind of know how to make a makeshift sling.
That's right. I've watched Tivian
when I say
do it.
yeah, you've watched enough TV to like kind of know what to do based off of just seeing actors do it. You don't know if it's right, but you think it's right. And yeah, you do manage to stop your arm kind of flopping around.
Oh God.
Right as you finish that, you hear the door behind you open.
Hello?
Are you
Friend
gonna
or foe or
are you gonna
fan?
turn around?
Yeah, really slowly while saying that. Friend, foe, or fan?
Well, I don't know you, and I would say we're not foes. That depends on you, but I am a bit of a fan, and you see Alia right in front of you, who opened the door.
Kenzie, I know you're my sister, but I need you to flirt the hardest you've ever flirted in your life.
Uh-huh.
Turn it on.
Turning on the charm. Hold on. Let me
She
activate that part of my
leans
Those
down.
nails are fucking ridiculous.
That's
I'm
all I
sorry.
can see too.
Well,
Holy
they
shit.
are cybernetic nails, by the way.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
I'm-
what can you do with those?
They're not real nails on her robot hand.
You never know. She could have had cybernetic enhances to keep growing nails. They could be press-ons.
You all, she looks around and says, where's Keith?
That Keith is. I have no fucking clue who Keith is. I'm sorry, beautiful woman, but I'm in a lot of pain, and the only people I know here are Deus and Driver. I think we decided his name was.
Mhm.
So unless Keith, oh, the driver's missing. That must be Keith. Okay. So what happened is someone blew us up, and now we're down upside down, and my arm is very broken, and my companion is very much not awake, and Keith, I assume just imploded or was stolen by whoever blew us up. One of the two. Take your pick. Do you have any Vicodin? Please help me.
She mutters under her breath, shit. She looks around the car and says, we can't stay here. We have to go. I unfortunately don't have any Vicodin. It, okay, let me get your friend out of the car, but we have to leave them. We can't help them anymore. I just have to get you out first. And I
Then-
can't stay here.
Yep, sounds good.
And they
You grab that arm and I'll take this one with my good arm and we'll drag him
she's-
out.
you don't need to help me. I got this.
Got it.
Alia takes Deus out of the car and props them up against the wall and says, okay, do you have somewhere safe you can go that's not here?
Yes, the
Okay.
hospital.
Alright, well, I will take you to the hospital.
That is where
Let's
the
go.
arm
She ushers you into a car and does drive you to the hospital.
She didn't shove me into the car too.
No.
Not enough room. Sorry.
It is a
damn.
2-seater car, unfortunately.
I don't care. Put me in the trunk.
And she does say to Frick, it's, honestly, I feel bad about leaving your friend, but it's better they don't know who I am. And
He's a
Rick,
pervert.
you
I understand.
get dropped off at the hospital by her. She drives up front, looks around nervously, and says, okay, look, this is kind of fucked what's going on right now. I cannot stay here with you. While I am a fan of your poetry, and look, honestly, it brings me a lot of joy. I wish I could get your autograph, but looks like your arm is broken, so that's not
I'm
happening today.
left-handed. That's okay.
Oh, really?
Here,
Okay.
Yeah, here, and I'll take my pen out, and I just realized subconsciously I'm only using my left arm. I can use my right hand. I'm right-handed. Okay. I take my pen out of my breast pocket and I'm like, okay, so where do you want me to sign? What size?
Look, if this was at one of
Forehead?
your concerts, I would say probably me, but look, for now,
I get that.
could
yes.
you just do me a favor and write down here, she hands out a piece of paper, where I could find you later? That's not this hospital.
Yes. What is your name?
My name's Alia.
Yeah, alright. Here is the next club and the time I will be performing. I don't usually give this out, but since you have been so kind and taken me to see the arm doctors, here you go. And I give her the cafe name where I'm next performing and the
Okay.
time.
She takes it and says, and kind of grabs the back of your head almost, and says, "Thank you. I'll see you around, Frick."
Not if I see you first, Alia. And Frick badly winks at her. It's like
She kind
a
of
blink
just-
at first, and then a wink, and then a blink again, and fuck, and gets out of the car.
she lets out a sly little smile and nods at
It
you and
worked.
Yes!
drives away. Fast forward, Deus.
That's my sister right there.
Yeah!
Deus, you're calling Frick.
Yeah. And I also have like a weird sense that I've missed the opportunity to see somebody really beautiful while being passed out, but I don't articulate this feeling to anybody, but it's there.
So I get it. Frick is very beautiful. I understand.
Yeah.
Deus, you're calling Frick. I would say this is about a Frick for your reference. This is about 3 to 4 hours later. Your arm is patched up, but that did cost you a pretty penny. Zane, how much did I charge you for last time for your wound to get it fixed?
I don't remember.
We'll
I
resolve
mean,
that
it's in the
later.
book.
It is in the book. I don't know where it is right now. We'll resolve that later.
Okay.
And Frick, you will get charged for that, by the way. But
I only have 500 eddies, so.
that'll
Yeah.
we'll,
Say
we'll,
goodbye to the 500 eddies.
we'll call it 250.
250.
Okay,
Okay.
works.
And
Because
I get
you
to heal my
were.
broken arm.
It wasn't even completely healing. It's like in a cast, right? Like it's not completely healed. You kind of took the cheap treatment because you're like, I know a good medic who's passed out somewhere.
Does it heal any of my health points then, or just?
Yeah, I would say you're you're back up to like 35.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's like it's the kind of thing where you can't really use that arm, right? But you know, you
It's
feel-
a surgery 13. I don't feel like that's that high, but.
Yeah, but it's a specialized roll. You can't roll it.
Fair.
yeah.
It's either a hospital or your friend who you abandoned because they were passed out.
Hey,
And there
the
was a hot
beautiful
lady.
lady told me to.
Yeah. So okay, I'm calling this person. I want to do something.
Yeah.
Answer the phone.
It's ringing, Frick.
All right. I'm guessing Brick's back home then. By now. So, hello, Brick, the people poet speaking.
Hey, where are you?
I am at home. On the
Okay.
couch.
Okay, so you're safe.
I am more than safe.
Got it.
Was
What did you
given
take?
Drugs. I don't know. The arm doctor was like, "Here, have some of this, and then I'll set that and put it in one of
Brick?
these."
Brick,
Yes.
are you telling me you went to a hospital after
Well,
leaving
the
me?
pretty
on-
lady who broke open the car took me, and then she was like, "Here," and I was like, "Thanks." And
Brick, you
then-
have a friend who would have fixed your arm for like free
Yay.
instead of getting absolutely charged
Well, no.
hell
See,
by the
I
hospital.
I didn't fully fix it. I saved part of it for you, so you. there's
Oh.
still- yeah. I only did it part way because I knew you would want to probably do the rest. They did give me the
No.
good stuff though, so.
Jesus. Okay. So you're safe?
I'm probably safe.
Rick, why would I want to fix your arm when you abandoned me on the street and presumably then didn't come back to make sure I was okay?
Because the pretty lady told
What
me
pretty
to.
lady? Who's this that you're talking about?
Hold on, I wrote it down. Her name is Alia. Alia.
Brick,
Alia.
Crazy
I'm gonna
name.
actually ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
You never had paper on you. Where did you write
Yeah.
this down?
I wrote it down on my arm.
Yeah, that pen doesn't work.
What? No, it's my
It doesn't-
writing on people autograph pen that I took
Oh,
out.
so it's like
and
a
I was gonna
Sharpie?
autograph her.
Okay, all right.
It's like a Sharpie, so I wrote it on my hand.
I will say this much. It's a little faded by this point. You can't fully make out the name, but you can get
And also
like
he's super fucked up.
yeah, but you can get like I'd say 4 letters out.
If you're left-handed and your right arm was broken, theoretically you'd be writing it on your right hand that is now covered in a cast.
Yeah, actually,
True.
that's a good
It,
point.
but the hand's not. The hand's good.
You can remember two letters.
It's her name started with Al. It was Al.
By the
Pretty
way,
Lady
Kenzie,
Al. That's
it
who was.
cost you 100 eddies
Okay,
to go to
100
the
then.
hospital.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay,
knock that down to
so
75, given what I said earlier.
okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So okay. Did, who is this woman?
She was looking for Mr. Driver Man. Who did you know his name was Keith? Like,
Yeah.
I know you were talking to him a lot, but I didn't hear that part. His name was Keith.
Yeah. I heard some. It started with a K. I don't really know. He
Isn't
wasn't
that
really
such a
talking.
stupid
Okay.
name?
But you're fine.
I'm semi-fine. She
Okay.
said you would be okay, you just couldn't stay in the car. Because she said the bad people had already left when they took Keith, and we just had to get you out of the car.
Yeah, I could have been robbed. I could have been fucking harvested. I could have. There's a lot of different things that can happen to you when you're just sitting on the. Okay, it doesn't matter, but you're fine. I'm gonna call the person who was far more in fatal condition, and then I'll come see you when I get to you. Okay? So don't do anything stupid. Don't take any blood thinners. Don't take anything. Take Advil. Drink water. Eat something, and I'll get you when I get you.
If I can pick the Advil out of the drug jar, there's kind of.
Jesus.
There's a lot of colors in there.
All right, I believe in you. You got this. It's the
Alright.
orange one.
The orange
coated.
one. Ooh, this one's a Skittle.
Enjoy the Skittle. Okay. All right, Brick.
Please.
All right,
Bye,
you keep drinking
friend.
water. Bye.
All right,
hang up,
Deus.
and I keep walking, and I'm contemplating calling Mr. C, because I know that he was in dire conditions, and I doubt he's gonna go to the hospital. Yeah.
Deus, think about what you did in between, you know, like after the with what I said last time about like
Yeah.
installing anything or
I've already got it planned out.
okay.
I'm already good.
We'll circle back to you, and we will start off with Mr. C. You have left Popov's.
Yes.
Talk to me about what you're doing, installing any implants, buying any new stuff, all around post job, and now with your injury and everything else like that.
Is this a grand scale type deal or a like
little
moment
bit of
by moment?
little bit of both, you know, kind of if there are little moments where you want to extrapolate a little bit more, we can lean into that, and I'll kind of interject if I feel like there's a good interjecting moment to create some more
Gotcha.
detail.
Well, Mr. C has done a few things since leaving Mr. Popov's apartment. First thing he did was go on a nice walk. Took some blood thinners. You know, made sure he fasted for a while. Um, just make sure he healed nice and quick.
Definitely not healed.
And then, just walked for a while, just through the city. Then passed out for a little bit. Went to some guy in an alley that said he was a doctor. Sort of worked out. Then called Deus.
The guy have a yellow car with a severed leg on the front? Because I might know that guy.
No, different guy. It was a blue car and it was an arm. Called Deus, explained the situation, but decided that what I really needed was less physical help and more mental, because I was literally insane, as I've realized in the interim. So, Deus and I did a little therapy session, got me some of my sanity back.
Okay.
that I'm
We're
not-
gonna talk a little bit more about that therapy session, when Deus ends up calling you.
Sounds good.
Are you gonna be installing anything, or
Yeah.
tell me about what you're getting and installing? Tell us.
Well, I found a little thing on the train that sounded fun. Like sort of like a fun new upgrade from the teeth. But I installed that, but I figure it'll be fun to
Can you
just
tell me? Can you tell us
sort
what
of more.
you got?
Well, I figure it'll be more fun to sort of just
Show.
show what I got,
Okay.
sort of in the moment,
Okay. So you walk around Night City, and also I'm gonna retcon something where you don't actually end up calling Deus, because Deus is gonna call you first.
Okay.
You're walking around Night City, and look, it's Night City. You're familiar with it. You're in Westminster, Westbrook. What's that area called again?
Westbrook.
New Westbrook,
Yeah.
right? So you're walking around, and it's not the worst area, but it's also not like the best area. People are kind of avoiding you because they see this like gaunt man, but you are
Who's heavily bleeding.
who's heavily no, your bleeding's been stabilized at this point.
Okay. Heavily covered in blood.
Yeah, covered in blood. Look, this isn't anything people are like not used to seeing, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
It's also started to rain. You kind of stand there for a moment, taking in the sights, sounds, smells, smelling the street vendors with, you can smell some ramen, seeing all the neon lights, and you see a sign for a Ripper Dock right in front of you. And you know that Ripper Docks are a place to get used cyberware, and you walk inside to install your new cyberware.
I'm back. Get you quiet.
You walk inside, and you see kind of a surgical chair with some robotic arms around it. You see it's clean, and the dock named sec. Give me one sec. You see this doctor. He's a little bit of a younger guy. He is a little bit of you can tell he's kind of new to this profession, so he give you a good deal. And he says, what can I help you with?
Hi, Doctor. I am, sorry, I'm still a little loopy after the explosion. I have this new
my.
thing. This thing.
Victor, Victor.
Hello, Victor Vector.
You don't know his name.
Okay, never mind. Got that. I have this new thing. What was your name again? Sorry?
My name's Victor.
Victor. Just Victor?
Yes. Just Victor as far as you're concerned.
Okay. Well, Dr. Victor, I have this new piece of equipment that I would like to install. And while you're like in there, could you just see if like my lung is okay? It feels a little unhappy.
Ooh, I mean, I'll do my best. Alright, let's get you seated down on the table here.
Perfect.
So,
Thank you.
You sit down
Jesus
on
Christ.
you sit down on the medical chair here, and he
Is this
lies
memory
you.
foam?
I think so. I mean, have you ever heard of Tempur-Pedic?
Very nice. Yes.
Yeah, it's by their sister company called Whimper Need It. I'm joking. I don't know who makes this. No, it's not that fancy. It's just basically foam. It's not memory foam. I wish I was. But you know what? That's the big wigs. That's like old Biotechnica stuff. They're the
After
ones who have
you've
the real nice.
after you've
clinics.
helped me here, could I buy this off of you after the procedure? Obviously,
I kind of need this for work. So like, you're
I'm
gonna.
sure there's more out there.
Yeah,
You know where to find them. You're the
but
doctor.
like, why would I sell it to you then have to pay to get a new one installed in here when you could go find one yourself?
Well, because you know what, it doesn't matter. Anyways,
Do you
let's
like need
just.
a bed or something? Like,
It doesn't. Just fucking. Let's just do the thing.
okay. And where are you getting this new shit? All right. Where you want this installed?
I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, I can't.
It's
I'm
in.
in the teeth.
No. Further in.
In your throat.
Yes.
Okay. You're keeping the teeth, right?
Teeth are going away.
Oh, teeth are going away. Okay.
Yeah, that way I can stay not insane.
So what are you gonna ask him to remove the teeth or?
Yes.
Okay, so let's get this straight. So you need a new set of teeth. Toss these bad boys. And then I'm installing this down in your throat, and then you want me to take a look at your lung, correct?
Yep.
All right, I'll see what I can do. And
Thank you.
he, do you want any sedatives for this or any?
Well, I was gonna say, do you have like a magazine that I could read?
No, because I'm gonna be looking over your face. So, how are you
I
going
see.
to read it?
I guess I'll just twiddle my thumbs. A little
Okay,
unprofessional
sounds
of you.
good.
Of entertainment.
He opens up your mouth, puts in a contraption there to kind of just keep it open so you don't bite down while he works.
Ah.
And he starts cutting away. He removes your teeth successfully, installs the new device, and he takes a look at your lung, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm glad you came in here. You have a collapsed lung. This
Ah, yeah.
If you had kept kind of, it's been taken out now.
Oh.
If you had like kind of kept going,
That was great though.
you would have died.
It's
You
not the
would've
first
died.
time. Look, I know I just installed this and not trying to upsell you or anything here, but look, seeing as you have a collapsed lung, I can patch it up. look, we're a humble clinic here. I don't think this is gonna be the best job ever, but like, I got a couple of cybernetic lungs over there. Do you want one, or do you want me to just kind of fix you?
Just sort of the fix would be good.
All right. He cuts your chest open, and hey, Chris, how do you fix a collapsed lung?
I mean, you gotta find out why it collapsed, like if it's punctured, if there's air in the
Yeah.
pleura
It's,
space.
I'd say it's like punctured.
You don't want to patch that up.
Okay.
And then some general healing over time. It'll come back.
Okay.
She'll pump right back up.
He kind of patches it up, sews it back up together, if that's what you do with lungs. And well, looks like you're kind of as good anew here. And
Just a handheld bicycle pump.
exactly. Brings out
With the little needle that you use for like the volleyball or like the
Yeah,
rubber
exactly.
dodgeball.
Yeah. And so it's pump up the jams, and yeah, you're all good. He he charges you, and you're away. Let's
you.
go over to Popov. And kind of the same thing, and then, I'll kind of jump in here with some more detail here, Popov. And then after that, we'll jump back to Deus. So, Popov, what are you up to? You're at home.
Well,
after being left behind.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little. I feel like maybe I maybe stepped my bounds with Mr. C. I haven't had a friend for a while, so I was just getting excited to be able to help someone. But I do some laundry. That always calms me down a little bit. Just take my clothes off, throw them in the laundry, get it all cleaned up.
Dance.
I like to be clean cut. I do the 3 S's: shit, shower, and shave. So, just general cleanliness of the body.
So
that's about it.
I'll say this as well to the group. I know there's a mechanic for kind of resting. The fact that Popov described that to me, I will say you are well rested, because you took
Excellent.
that time to do that.
Great. Does that help me at all?
It
Yes.
will. I don't remember exactly what it does right now.
No problem.
But it will make a difference when it comes to all of that. And then kind of walk me through with what you are doing for, any new cyberware, any new equipment that you're getting, spending money, not spending money, and also you have an apartment, so once a month in game time, which we'll say is every 2. We'll say like I'll say once a month in game time you're gonna have to pay rent. So you just paid rent before this job, so you don't need to worry about it. But on occasion, I'll just be like, hey, it's rent time for anyone who owns a home or has an apartment. So.
Okay. So I of course I bought some more ammunition for my pistol, like you would, and then I got myself a cyber audio suite.
Okay.
It has
what that does.
So it has 3 option slots. Basically it gives me the chance to install different cyberware. I actually purchased several different things, but I'm not sure what I'm going to install in my cyber audio suite.
Did you get the suite from the train, or what did you get from the train?
Yeah, I got it. I got it from the train, but I don't know if I still was supposed to subtract that from my money or not.
No. If you get it from the train, that's your free cyberware, and then everything else is.
Okay. So it has
extra
3
cost.
slots. So I purchased for it the radar detector, which gives me it beeps if an active radar beam is within 100 meters/yards. I also gave it the voice stress analyzer, which gives me a +2 to human perception and
Nice.
interrogation checks. And then I also got the radio communicator, so I can use it to communicate via radio 1 mile range.
Nice, nice.
So I got
Okay.
those 3 things for it. We'll add that money back. I also got myself some binoculars,
Hmm.
which I guess I already had because I have 2 of them now. I got some duct tape just in case. A tech bag.
Okay.
It's a small bag of tools fit
Yeah.
for fixing electronics and machines. And then I also got myself tent and camping gear just in case. Sort of a
Nice.
prepper.
Okay. So you get your suite installed. You get your everything else. You are walking down the street with your new found stuff. Like this tent and camping gear. Is this more of like, let's say this
It's
is
a
like
single
backpacking,
person tent. Yeah,
person
yeah,
tent,
yeah.
backpacking,
It's real
so
tight.
it's super packable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, you're honestly, it's pretty uneventful for you, right? Like you're kind of just going about your day. When you kind of get back home, you're rummaging through your stuff. You see, you turn on the news, you hear the same broadcast that Mr. C turned off, and roll. You're gonna use your newfound gear. Roll me a human perception check.
Okay.
I found the information about resting.
I also did too.
Okay.
We'll talk about that at the end of.
I rolled a
this.
21.
21.
Nice.
Okay. You see in the background the Hornet.
What do I see? Sorry.
The Hornet, right? Like the Hornet's
Okay.
like at the train, they're doing their stuff. You also, you can't. It's hard to tell. Look, this isn't like the most high res video, and you can't enhance like NCIS would make you think you can. You make out what almost seems to be Oliver Francis standing next to a group of cars which bear what you know as a nomad symbol, talking to the Hornet.
All right, Oliver Francis?
Oliver Francis.
Is that someone I should know? Or...
Yeah, you should look up your friend's story.
Oh, okay, okay. Sweet.
Um,
Sorry, my bad.
Did you write your backstory? Did you have AI do that, Chris?
I wrote it.
God damn, dude.
I was up until like 2.
Holy shit, for everyone else, it is 6 pages long and is like a legit
6
like
pages,
story.
what the
It's like it's awesome.
That's awesome. I remember
it's so detailed. It's crazy.
Chris started it while we were on a call, and he told me like the first line. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, it's like a
This sounds
proper
great.
story. Props to you. You're definitely getting a reward for that. But so yeah, you recognize Oliver Francis in the background.
Yep.
Or at least you think you do, right? You're not entirely sure. What's kind of your reaction to this?
I sort of feel some butterflies in my stomach. It's been a long time since I've seen him, but this world is so big. There's no way to know. How far away is this though? Wasn't I at home?
This is on a newscast.
Oh, okay.
He's standing next to the Hornet at the train you were at, and there's like a bunch of nomad cars there.
Okay. I mean, I gotta see if it's him. I mean, there's just. I'll think about it all night if I don't try to get over there.
So you're gonna head over that direction?
Yeah.
All right. So, we'll kind of leave you there with heading out the door to the garage. Choose one of your cars. I assume car or motorcycle.
Yeah, I don't technically own any vehicles, but that's okay.
Oh, Well, you're leaving the house to try and find a way to get over there. And
Yeah. Big garage, it's empty.
let's swing back to Deus.
All right. Yeah.
Deus, before you call Mr. C, let's
Mhm.
just kind of walk through a little bit about what you've been up to.
Yeah. So basically, I had been after our little heist, in a context, I like looked through the cyberware stuff, and I didn't really, nothing really spoke to me as like something that I really wanted, and I was contemplating like more of like the fashion wear stuff, but I felt like that didn't make sense for what I would have found on that train.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say I didn't get anything.
You didn't want
Um,
to take anything to potentially sell?
I wanna, yeah, like if if that is an option,
That
yeah, I
works.
grabbed
That works.
something that I can potentially sell. So whatever, I'll ask you for how much money that gave me in later. But
Didn't I say to everyone what was the limit I gave for your cyberware that you could buy?
500.
500. So, choose a piece in the 500 category, and then you can see how much you could sell that for. I think that's in the book, the resale value.
okay, awesome, thank you. I'll do that. But yeah, so I sold that, and I also was like, I want to study up because that was kind of a really crazy fight. So I really want to study up on my medtech studies. It's my passion. So I learned a little bit more about my role. I learned how to synthesize two pharmaceuticals, and so I worked on that, and I synthesized some rapid detox and some speed heal. So that's now always on me. Um, Cost me a pretty fucking penny, but I got it. And I studied my surgery skills, and so I feel really good about that. And then I also didn't really like how my armor was during that role, so I got a lighter type of armor. And then I
Nice.
was back in
So
the
basically,
impromptu.
you're doing what Chris is doing right now and studying for EMT.
Right, exactly. I basically studied up on my EMT skills. I learned how to do proper like surgery and stuff like that. And also I kind of had been doing my shadow boxing regimen to make sure that I kept my brawling skills
Yeah.
up, and I learned that I can do 3d6 damage with my fists, so I'm real happy about that. And I also in the interim called up Mr. C, and let me make sure that was it that I did. Yep. Yeah, I called up Mr. C and asked him if he needed any medical attention.
So bring,
And
bring, 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 bring.
Hello.
hey, Mr. C.
Oh.
Oh? Why oh?
Hello.
Okay, hello.
How are
Uh,
you?
I'm doing great. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay, good. Are
What do
you
you need?
bleeding out, dying, or anything like that?
No. No, not
Okay.
anymore. Thank you.
That's great to hear. I'm happy to hear that.
It
I
is.
just,
Yes.
yeah. Well, I mean, hey, if you don't need any medical attention, that's all I called you for. So,
Oh, I see. Well, that's very respectable of you.
well, yeah, I don't want you to die.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that a surprise to you?
It's a little. It's a little out of the ordinary.
Is it?
Well, you see, with who I am and what I do, most people do want me dead.
Mhm. Mhm.
The
Well, I
people
mean, like,
that don't generally want me dead don't want me dead because they're paying me to do something.
mm, mm, yeah, you gotta get some better people around you. Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
hey, listen.
it, it pays the bill.
That's true. That's true. Hey, listen. I don't wanna. I'm not trying to pry or anything into your
Good.
life. Um, but I've in my professional medical opinion, it seemed like you were a little. You were fighting the demons,
Mm.
so to speak. And so if you need any help with that, I'm happy to help you fight those demons. I wouldn't charge you for like the labor. I'd charge you for the supplies. And if you want to do some therapy, I'd happily administer that to you. If you want some of those demons to stop shouting in your ear. But hey, I'm not forcing anything on you, but
Well, listen, I do quite appreciate it. I've already been hit on once today.
I
They
wasn't
were
hitting on you.
much more forward about it. He literally just told me to take my pants off as I was bleeding on his couch.
I
Mhm.
forgot about that.
This is Popov, of course.
Okay.
Yes, that was a little awkward. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you being a little bit more, you know, respectable about it.
Yeah, I'm not hitting on you, but yeah.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm asking if you need therapy because you
Oh,
look like you might end up in
I
a
see.
hospital.
Well, probably. I do live in one.
Okay. Well, listen, you let me know.
Okay,
If there's nothing else, I'll leave you alone.
okay. Let me consider this.
Okay. Call me, schedule a time.
Okay, I will.
Great.
Uh,
Okay,
Goodbye.
should we
you
cut
you
to
hang up.
I'm gonna call her
Um,
5 minutes after that.
and we're gonna pick up 5 minutes later.
Great.
Bring, 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 bring,
Hello?
bring.
This is Deus.
Hey, are you free tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
For
I'll see you then.
for therapy.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh,
So
okay.
that is the night. We are going to cut to tomorrow.
Hey, Deus didn't call me afterwards. You were coming by. I was on the couch.
Well, I know where you live. I'll just go. I already called you.
Okay.
It's tomorrow now.
Yeah.
Y'all ran out of time today. Um, Deus and Mr. C, you two meet up and are at a therapy session, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit later.
Mhm.
Popov, it's the morning. You are figuring out how to get to what is it called? To out to the desert, to the nomads. You found yourself at the afterlife last night, looking to hire someone. How much money do you have after you purchased everything?
I have $1,100.
1100. You could probably hire someone for about like 50 eddies to drive you out.
Do I? What?
You.
But it's the next day.
It is the next day. I'm resolving stuff from last night.
Okay.
You find someone and they tell you, "Oh, I'll drive you the next day." So
Okay.
you're currently at home, new day, new dawn, waiting to be picked up to go out to the
Okay.
desert. Vrick, let's talk to you for a little bit. It's a new day. Your pain meds from the hospital have worn off. All the drugs have worn off. What are you doing right now? You just woke up.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the item I took.
Yeah, let's actually talk about like what you picked up, and then we'll talk about like what you're doing this morning.
Okay, cool. I got the cyber eye, and then Rick was very happy when he saw that guy, whose name I didn't write down, come in with his cool cyber eye, and I was like, okay,
Hornet?
this could. What?
Hornet?
Yes, Hornet. Thank you. Anyways, so Rick is probably first thing first. He checks to see if he has any messages. And when he doesn't see one, he's like, Deus will probably text before they come over, right? No one just drops by without saying something. So he figures it's good to go and get this thing installed. And so he got the cyber eye, and he also bought 2 of the connections to fill the slot. He got the micro video in case his video recorder gets taken. He's still, and then he got targeting scope because he was really pissed about how badly he aimed in that last fight.
Yeah, that's good. Does the micro video always record?
Let's see. I don't believe so. It doesn't say on the description I'm reading right now.
Okay. So, when you want to record something, please let us know that you're recording.
Okay, I will. I assumed it was the same as my video thing, as my just handheld video.
But significantly more discreet.
Yeah, that was how I was imagining it, which in that case there's only 8 hours of footage, so I'm guessing it's not recording all the time. It's just when I want it to.
Yeah.
That's what I figured we'd just go with, but...
Perfect.
And then the targeting scope just adds +1 to a check when I'm making a name shot. So.
Amazing. So you got that installed. Last night you come back. Deus still didn't come by. It's now the morning.
Oh wait, I wasn't done shopping. I was gonna go shopping after that.
Go shopping.
Sorry, no, I forgot to tell you. Rick felt very unprepared, and so he just went and he basically went into the equivalent of like an Andy and Bax type store.
Did you also get a camping tent?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You freaks.
Oh, we're going camping.
Woo! And an MRE and a lockpicking set and a bed and sleeping bag.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how that really helps you be more prepared than last time, but okay.
And a pack of speed heal.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was. I probably should have gone that.
Yeah. And then yeah. Oh, sorry. Video camera records up to 12 hours of audio and video on a single memory chip.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. So, yeah. Look, you get all of that fun stuff, and yeah, well, let's talk about the morning. You open your new eye. You feeling, not great. You have a broken arm. You're in pain. What are you doing?
Well, I'm checking my messages again just to see, and then, what time of the morning is it?
I would say, Deus and C, what time, are you two meeting?
Oh, it's gonna be, I'm a bright and early type of person, so I'm knocking on his door at 9 a.m.
I don't think he has a door.
Yeah, I'm knocking at your door.
Moving his curtain. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's coming over to mine.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll say...
I'm knocking at your door at 7 in the morning.
Great.
We'll say it's about 8. You are well into your session, you two.
Perfect.
So yeah, 8 a.m.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, if it's 8 a.m., Rick is like, okay, he wants to get to the cafe where he's next performing. This is a pop-up show, not the one he told Alia about because he forgot he was doing this. He was in a lot of pain. He just remembered the one that was a bigger cafe, not this. This is like a hole in a wall, and he's just doing a pop-up show. And so he wants to get there around 9:30 when all of the like working class men are gone and out of there, and it's just the cool guys left, the writers, the thinkers, the people who don't have regular jobs and are really hungover and need coffee desperately.
Yeah.
Those guys. He's thinking they'll come at 10, so he wants to be there 9:30, set up, get the feel, that kind of a thing. So if he's up at 8, he's probably gonna shower, and now that he's no longer under medication, he can tell what things are in the pill jar a bit easier. He's gonna take just an Advil and some water, and yeah, get ready to go.
Amazing. So, you are getting ready to leave, and as you open the door, You see. Also, here's your house, by the way. You see, right in front, hand posed to knock. Alia.
Wow, she's
Okay.
obsessed with you.
I guess stalker. Okay, maybe
my
not the
God.
kind of fan I want.
Um,
I'm not starting a cult, lady. I don't know. There's enough people living here.
She says, "Oh, are you leaving?"
Yeah. I was gonna get a coffee.
Could I buy you that coffee? I wanted to
Damn,
talk a
Greg.
little bit about what happened yesterday.
Yeah. Yes, as long as you're okay with the fact by which I mean coffee, I actually meant tea.
I mean, I assumed you meant like a coffee shop. I didn't know what you were actually going
Okay,
to
yeah.
order. I
No,
mean,
as
you
long
you
as
can
that's
drink what
just
you
not the
want.
deal breaker, you know.
I mean, like
Yeah.
I like never date anyone who drinks tea, but that's okay.
I mean, I don't know. Dating's kind of. You're a fan. This is like power dynamics. It's just
Oh
not a good
no! I
look
didn't mean
for
you.
like.
I had an ex-boyfriend who only drank tea and it was a weird thing. So
Okay. Yeah.
no, I was just trying to make a joke. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
into you in that way.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I
No, cause
barely
like
know you.
that's why it was weird. Cause like all you know is my poems,
Oh,
and
shit.
those aren't like me. They're my art, if you understand, and like.
I mean, your poems are good. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm
Well, yeah.
attracted to poetry, but thanks. Okay, yeah.
Well, see, and that's why we'll never work. So let's go give the go. And Frick
Okay.
starts walking. Just starts walking.
She follows. You two head to the cafe, and she, as you're kind of walking along, she rolled me a human perception check.
Oops. Took out the D. Well, wrong one. Oh. 15!
Nice. You can tell she's a little nervous. She keeps kind of looking around, and it's the kind of feeling where you don't know what she's nervous about, right? It's just kind of general nervousness. And
And
you two are kind of doing the thing where you're both matching each other's speed, so you just start walking faster and faster.
Okay. As soon as Rick sees the nervousness, I think he adjusts his sunglasses to make sure his eye is kind of covered and starts recording.
Okay. Look, about yesterday, I feel really, really bad leaving your friend behind. I hope I didn't cause any hurt or harm between you two, or to them, honestly. I mean, I was a little, I mean, I guess you could say spooked from that whole situation.
And naturally, I don't know your relation to Keith, but I'm sure finding somewhere where someone you need or or whatever destroyed and then missing is probably weird.
I mean,
Probably.
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Keith, how do I put it? Keith was a friend of
Secret
mine.
agent.
Not like in
Oh.
a dating way, but we were colleagues, and he was helping me with something, and I think I'm the one who caused him to get, well, I think taken. Not 100% sure what happened quite yet, but I don't
So what
think
you're
he's
saying
dead.
is my broken arm is your fault. Wait, did you say dead?
Well, I don't think he is yet. I'm not sure, of course. And that's the thing, like, I kind of need to find him, and the fact that, look, I don't really have anyone else right now to go to or to talk to, and the fact you have already met me and you've already seen me means that, well, we have a connection, so you're kind of in the same boat as Keith now, to be honest, where you might have a bit of a target on your back. That's why I didn't want to get your friend involved.
Well, I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Yeah.
Um, you guys
Uh,
stop for a moment, and it's, what can I say? It's a little awkward.
wait, if you're his coworker, then why don't you just go to your boss?
Well, I said we were like friends. I wouldn't say we were coworkers.
Oh.
Uh, roll me a regular perception check.
14.
14. While you're stopped, you're kind of, you notice you're not actually at a coffee shop. You don't know where you are. You're off the main road. It's quiet. There's no one around. There's a little bit of garbage. I mean, there's garbage everywhere. Doesn't smell terribly, but it doesn't smell great. And it's definitely kind of more of a dark alley off the beaten path. You get a glimpse of her, and you notice her veins start turning green.
Is she getting mad? Sorry.
You'll hate her if she gets mad.
Is the green a normal vein color for you, or should I call my medic friend right now?
She looks down at her arm and says, "Oh shit! I thought I had more time."
Uh-oh.
Right
Medic
as
friend?
that happens, you notice plants start sprouting from her,
Oh.
coming
Okay.
from those green lines in her veins. She collapses into you.
Uh-oh.
And as she does, she looks up and just says, "Help me."
Uh-oh.
Shit.
And that
I immediately call Deus.
and that is where we are going to leave it today.
Whoa, okay. Interesting.
All right.